Hi, kids. Welcome back from intermission. I'm going to tell you a little secret. We didn't get the movie we needed on part 2. So, it's 9 in the morning. I don't film at 9 in the morning. I've been up all night. So I have coffee. Good old Morning Joe. Well, we're back for part 2 of our creature double feature. And this time we got it right. The creature walks among us. Terror stalks the city streets. No, it didn't. They were never in the city. There's like a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge on the poster. All new underwater thrills. Okay, that part's true. Jeff Morrow, Rex Reason. Reason? Lee Snowden, Greg Palmer, Maurice Manson. The third installment. That never happened in the movie either. Wow. I got an itch. Okay. The Creature Walks Among Us is a 1956 Universal picture directed by John Sherwood. Yeah, this one's not Jack Arnold. That's okay, though. This the third in the series. So we've already done Creature from the Black Lagoon in this double feature. And back in 2017, from the Gibtown trailer, we did Revenge of the Creature. And we talked about Marineland, remember? The series begins with a Dr. Barton. We'll say this is Dr. Barton right here. And his cavalier wife, Marcia. Marcia? Setting out with some other doctors. How about these guys? Yeah, they'll do. In search of a strange new creature that was spotted in the Everglades. There's no need to go all the way to Brazil anymore. The creature has migrated north to the Everglades. Something weird happened there. They set sail in a massive houseboat, tourist boat. I don't know what kind of boat it was, like a double-decker. It wasn't a paddle boat, but like a double-decker tourist boat. Equipped with the latest sonar, fish-finding sonar, which can not only detect fish. Now, hold on. It's spin around like a radar. Little blips on the screen. They can not only tell where those blips are, but how deep they are, and what kind of fish they are. Look, it's a couple of tarpon. Drop a line. Well, don't worry about Marcia. She don't need no fishing pole. She's out there on the deck of the boat shooting at the fish with a 44-40. Go Winchester lever action. she kind of gets the boys stirred up, like, what the hell's going on out there? They come running out, and there's Marcia shooting at the water. Well, then they decide to go for a swim. Because why wouldn't they while they're looking for some strange creature that's been reported in the area? A well done underwater sequence with Marcia doing some... Well, she must have been a synchronized swimmer in the Olympics or something, because she's like doing flips under the water and acrobatics. Yeah. The Gill Man appears. They have to rescue Marcia. And then the Gill Man leads the boat into the shallows, where they have to abandon the bigger boat for a little paddle boat. Of course, they leave Marcia on the big boat. Can't have her out there. There's a confrontation, and they've got the Gillman knocked their light off the boat, so they've got torches, and in the process of shooting the Gillman with a bow and arrow, one of the torches and lights him on fire. So he collapses over a log. They throw him on the boat and rescue him. Back on the big boat, the doctors bandage the creature's burns and discover that he has lungs. They do an x-ray or a... Well, it was 1956, so it was an x-ray. So, get this. They give him a tracheotomy, and he stops suffocating. That just filled his lungs right up. Only the creature's not too happy. He's strapped to a table. So they give him some drugs. Pretty strong drugs. And then they bring him ashore. Not to the city, but to like some country club or something. And they stick him in a cage. I don't know where this cage came from, but they have a cage built just right for him. Right by the pool. Well, from his cage, the Gill Man stares longingly at the pool. Especially when Mrs. Barton goes for a swim. And she's joined not by her husband, hold on, but by Grant. You didn't know there was going to be illustrations in this review, did you? Just a bunch of my junk. Before long, a cougar attacks the Gill Man. There's some sheep next door, and the cougar's probably been snatching some sheep. Well, he comes down, he attacks the Gill Man, and yeah, it doesn't go so well for the cougar. The Gill Man is forced to defend himself. Kind of a first taste of violence, I guess. But then something worse happens. The Gill Man witnesses a man kill another man. And this sets off the rampage. Now, I'm not going to spoil it for you. So let's sum it up. This one is just as good as Revenge of the Creature. Maybe even better. Good story, good location shooting, a little marital discord thrown in. These two didn't get along so well. I keep holding them up on the wrong side. So she's kind of okay with Grant. A little marital discord. A hunky interloper. Yeah, I know that's David Hasselhoff. Now, if they make a modern remake of this movie, or any of the Creature of the Black Lagoon movies, and I don't mean like this foreign, like love story take on it. I mean like a real remake. It better have David Hasselhoff in it. Do you hear me? He's still alive. And an almost human Gillman. He becomes more human throughout the picture. The gills, they kind of trim those off. And, I mean, he doesn't look good. He looks kind of like Mickey Rourke now that he's had all that plastic surgery. But he doesn't look as much like a Gillman. So, my favorite part of this was when they get together to celebrate capturing the Gillman. They're on this boat, like out in the Everglades, on a research mission or whatever. But when they get together to celebrate, man, all the guys got their suits and ties, and Marcia has this like little white cocktail dress, and you know they're having martinis in fancy glasses like this on the boat. Well, okay, gotta be ready for anything when you're out in the wilderness. So I'll remember that next time I go on an expedition. I'm going to take my goddamn suit. Maybe I'll wear it on the show. And not my clown suit. It's right there. I didn't put it on this morning. Sorry. Overall, right there. It's a 4-ring circus on the late night picture show. Now, get that out of the way. So Monkey, he already picked a movie as a double feature for next week. So I'm not going to actually get the bucket out. I'm just going to pick it up again. And we have an Al Adamson double feature next week on the Late Night Picture Show. Now, if you've all got Shudder, and I don't know if this is playing anywhere else, but it is on Shudder, there's an excellent documentary on Al Adamson. If you don't know anything about Al Adamson, look him up. Look him, even Wikipedia, look him up. He made all these B movies. Just got together and made movies. And he made some great pictures. And we're gonna review a couple of them next week. But this documentary talks about his life, his movies, and his untimely death, which could have been one of his movies. I mean, it was bizarre. Al just disappeared one day, and yeah. It's a very strange ending to a very interesting life. I don't remember the name of the picture. I'll put it in the credits so that you can look it up on Shudder and watch the documentary about Al Adamson. When we talk about Nurse Sherry, aka Black Voodoo, and Dracula versus Frankenstein. Two great Al Adamson movies. Yeah, he did some biker flicks and all kinds of stuff. But we're going to talk about Nurse Sherry and Dracula versus Frankenstein next week on the Late Night Picture Show. Now, if you liked this, give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me a thumbs down. Leave some comments. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you hated. What's up with my hair? Subscribe. I only need a few more subscribers to change the name of my show from some intelligible garbage to the Late Night Picture Show or something like that. Well, thank you for joining us for our Creature double feature, and join us next week for our Al Adamson double feature. I'm Murph the Clown. Good night.